Hello everyone, this is Sharing Creations by Carrie. It's Carrie, hope you're all doing well. This is my second attempt. I hit pause because my phone neck messed up again. So when I hit pause, it stopped the video. So I'm starting over because I don't edit, paste together, all that. I have a Temu haul for you. And the first thing is what you're seeing right here. I wanted to give my eyes a break from this cutting mat. I've done a debate whether I want to pull the cutting mat off and then put it on when I'm cutting things and gluing things like that. I wanted something different, and the cutting mat is getting boring. I needed a change, and I figured it'd be a nice little change in the video. Hopefully it's not too busy and gives you a headache. But I do have papers to block some of it so that when I'm showing you something, you can actually see it. But this, I was flipping through. I spent way too much time browsing and came across desk mats. And I almost got a butterfly one, but then I seen this one. And I was like, yep, it's the one I'm getting. It was $8.98, pretty large, but it's so cute. You got the pup giving another pup a kiss. Hopefully I don't mess my arm up again. Hopefully you can see all of it. Oh, my little notepad. And my light's in the way. But it's cute. I couldn't help it. But it doesn't fit in the frame because it's so big. But some of it does. So hopefully, I think I'm pulling on my face too much. I think that's why I'm pulling it off because I have it attached to another table, and I think I'm pulling it off when I go to bring it down. I need to adjust it by the adjustments and stop doing that. This is getting frustrating. So, and we're already babbling. Okay, we're just gonna dive in. Start off with, I already have some things out because we already got partially through this. I got paper clips. So this is a set of 10, 5 kitties and 5 doggies, and they're like in a rose gold color. And then I got a package of, sorry about the wrapper, paw prints, and I think there's 10 in this one, but they're cute black paw prints. And then I got a set which I just checked. Something told me to look. I think that's a dinosaur. A pack of 20 random paper clips. Jeez. But I just looked and they're out. But they have so many that you could find a set specifically if you just happen to not be thinking about it, and then this triggers you. Oh, I want some paper clips, but I want certain ones. Go scrolling. There's an endless supply of kinds. The butterflies what caught my attention, and the music notes. The little piggy, so cute. The flower. The dolphin. The little yellow ducky. Palm tree. There's a bird. I think this is a cat. It's cute. A whale. I think it's all of them. Yep. Sadly, this particular set is already sold out. But they have tons. I mean, tons. I spent a long time flipping through them. And I got browser burnout from looking at the paper clips they have because they have so many. Alright, so we're going to start with, I got a few sets of dies. These, which I wasn't sure what they were at first. I was kind of confused what their actual intentional use is. But they're tabs. They have a score line, so you just fold them. You attach them to the side of a page. I plan to use them on my dividers that separate the different types of dies and stamps that I have. These are just sample cuts, so you could cut them in almost anything. You can even use them, excuse me, on your junk journals, your planners, because a lot of times they have them, but they're so little that you have a hard time getting to them. So these can be used for sections. I have done a lot of attempt at trying to organize, and I have cards in there, and I wrote on the cards what different sections they were, and then I had to switch because I had way too many dies. Well, look who bought some more. So I had to shift into a different box. Well, the box is not as tall as the previous box, so those cards are not going to work. So I'm going to have to turn them sideways and do tabs. So that's why I got the tabs, so I can organize that better. Then I got two sets of doggy dies. I couldn't decide which one I wanted, so I was like, I'm just going to get both then. These look like puppies. So that's one reason why I was like, oh, these are so stinking cute. They're little, their bodies look like they're puppies. So, of course, had to have that. Yeah, right? Had to. And then I saw this set, and I was like, this is a nice set, too. And got 3 large dogs with the bone and the paw print. Can't wait to use the paw print. I have a couple of hand punches that is a cat and a dog. I think I was having I wanted to get the paw print, and I don't think I could find the paw print. So I'm always looking for a paw print. So I found one that had a paw print. There was another set that had a paw print and something else, and it kept selling out. Every time I put it in my basket, I'd find it somewhere else, and it would go out of stock. I was like, forget it. Found this one, and it stayed in stock. So I was like, cool. And this was another one that just would not stay in stock. It went out of stock, and it stayed out of stock. I think I placed like 4 or 5 orders, and it was still out of stock. And it finally came in stock. I got something similar to this in my last haul last week, because this one kept staying out of stock, and that was the closest one I could come to. And so now I have 2 sets, but they're a little bit different from each other. The edging is different. Excuse me. I think I need a drink. I actually stopped and took my allergy pills, so it might take a minute. But I thought that these could be fun for junk journals, and you could even do this on the front of a card. Is if there's a paper that you just absolutely love that has a scene on it or something, and you want it to be the center of a card, so you could do something on the base of the card, and then you could put that in the center of the card and put a sentiment. So it doesn't have to be just junk journals used when you use this. So I have a couple of ideas. So hopefully I have time to do those ideas because I have a bunch of ideas that are just like floating around in my head, and I need to put them in my notebook because I'm gonna forget. Okay, so I had seen Lauren. A lot of you watch her too. Um, oh gosh, I can't remember her page name. Lauren Co. or Lauren something Co. I watched one of her hauls, and I can't even remember if it was an old haul or not. I just was wondering why I wasn't seeing her notifications, so I went looking to see what she has been up to, and so I seen one of her hauls, and I think I watched one that I had already watched, and ended up throwing two things in my cart that apparently didn't interest me then. But these are stickers which you could mount on cardstock to make them stiffer and make them just be cards, or you can use them as stickers. But like even this, if one of these interested you as a card front, you could cut it to size and use these. They're small enough to fit in this small one. But I thought these were super pretty, and these would be simple enough to fussy cut too. I mean, it's four sides, it's not a shape, so it's going to be easy to fussy cut these. But I was like, I like those. It's got some very faint lace pattern here. There's 48 of them. I think they have like 6 different color sets. And I think the lavender is the one sold out right now off that link. They have like 5 or 6 different colors. They were pretty. This one is called Hydrangea Life. Um, I don't see any hydrangeas. So don't understand the name, but there's a couple of them that have verses on them. Like this one says, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. Such a true sentiment. And this one I'm not quite, this one's kind of a little deep and confusing at the same time. Life doesn't just happen to you. You receive everything in your life based on what you're given. This one kind of confuses me because life doesn't just happen to you. Your choices make your life happen to you. But, and then it says everything in your life based on what you're given. You receive everything you're based on what you're given. Your life is what you make of it. So I don't think that one is true unless you sit back and let life happen. There's that too. And I got the pink one. And this one is called Floral Scent. And I've got these all mixed up too. Goodness. Last time I showed it. This one's pretty too. So this one, I have the pink junk journal, and which has got the multiple colors in it. So these will work on several of the pages, which I really need to finish. I've got like so many ideas and so many plans, but not enough time in the day. And this is a sentiment that says people who have seen flowers will know the gentleness of the wind. Okay. Sorry. And then this one says, don't let the sadness of your past and the fear of your future win the happiness of your present. That is a fact. There's that one. Let me get a drink. Goodness. So annoying to hear somebody clear their throat. Annoying for me, and I'm doing it. So then this is this pack. They have multiple styles. They are cards, they're not stickers. And they're pretty decent stiffness to them too. So they're not paper thin cards. I can get this, I gotta separate. See it? You can hear the sound of it. They've got them all flip flopped. But it has dictionary, music notes, there's some newspaper clippings, very vintage, traditional junk journal. So this is the Pirates of the Caribbean. More music notes. I don't know what it is, but I really like music notes, and I can't play music. The Mermaid, so this looks like it's a clipping out of a book. That's interesting. I don't like that. Oops. Looks like a corner of a legal document or a letter. And you got some very tiny writing and then an image on top. Those are pretty cool. Oh, bird's nest, that's cute. It's fun little cards that you can add. Look, this is out of a book. This is chapter 1. You got some more music notes, some dictionary, another one with the words and the images. Oh, that's cute. And there's 100 in here, so okay, that's a weird image. Somebody on a bike flying over a city with birds pulling the strings, and then you've got a little girl with balloons being carried away. That's weird. Music notes. Uh, Music notes with a violin. Oh, that's from Alice in Wonderland. Very vintagey. So this is going to be fun when I do my vintage junk journal. That looks like another one of Alice in Wonderland. This watch is exactly 2 days late. Yep. Oh, New York City. Must be music to it too. Like ads or dictionary. Just fun. Ugh, goodness, I made a big, huge mess. I'm gonna get this back in the box. I might just have to set these aside because it'll take too long for me to try to get these in the box. I don't want to spend forever. You're having to watch me chase those. And it's called Previous Book. But those are still in stock right now. Okay, I got two embossing folders, and it's like bubble lines. Oh darn, I forgot what it's called. Um, but I had taken some of that rub that you put on that wax melts to bring up the image. I put some of that on it, so hopefully you could see the image to it. And then there's the back side. This side's interesting also, but I had a hard time trying to run this through my machine. So I had it. Some parts went through it so many times, or me fighting with it. but it doesn't bubble. It normally doesn't bubble up like that. Like the edges are perfectly fine. It's certain sections where I had to toss away the plates that I had and pull out some new ones because I have cremated those plates. So this is a nice one. I'm on it already. I don't know what that is. Piece of paper. But I think this one went out of stock on me and then came back. So I really like this one. This one could be cute for a birthday party. Um, um, you could somehow make this into a Christmas one too, depending on what color paper you have. I mean, this could be anything kind of embossing folder. Sadly, this one's out. I just checked, and this one's out. So it's got the raised flower with the center, and I took the gold and did touched up the center so that hopefully you could see how pretty it is. And then I think this is called deboss side. So you could watercolor with this one. Pretty sure there's more on the site. It was just the specific one I got it from is out of stock. Because I seen this one. This one happens to be like um there's multiple choices. Like if you see an embossing folder, and I'm pretty sure this one was fairly cheap because my cheap came out when I was browsing for embossing folders. It's a little bent, but it's still embossed fine. I did fight with my machine, but not as bad as the other one. And after switching plates, it worked because I tried all kinds of shims. I was ready to give up, and then I tried one more time. Um, this is in one of the ones where it shows you an embossing folder, and then you click on it, and it has choices. That's what this one was in. So you may be able to still find this one. Just so happens the specific site that I got it from, it was sold out. So if you want this flower one, don't give up. It's in there somewhere. And then let's go to, I got this tool, and I'm assuming that you can run it through your machine because it has the little holes to pop. But it's also shown that you don't need to run it through your machine because I ripped it going with it facing up, and then I ripped them with it facing down, hoping that that little cut line, like if you run it through your machine, that cut line would help rip it better. So I tried it with um, light cardstock, and let's see, it's this side is this side, and this smaller rip did this side. So if you wanted jaggedy, you'd do it yourself. And if you didn't want it so jaggedy and you wanted these curves, run it through your machine. It's pretty long. It's like 8 1/4. So it's not going to fit through many machines unless your plate is over 8 inches long. But this, when it was like this, it didn't rip as well. And depends if that's what kind of rip you want, then yeah, that works for you. I don't know if it was just me, but this was when it was facing up, and that's when it was facing down. So it looks like it has a better rip when the plate's down. And it's hard to get a grip is because you gotta hold it to where it's good and flat, and it's like at an angle. So this is one way you can do it. But you can also run it through your machine if you are able to. And then you can ink it. So it was $1 and some change for this. So I'm getting a big shot. That is the 9-inch opening. And the page, you can do up to 11.5-inch page or 11-inch page. 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to see what happens when you run it through the machine and see if what the difference is. But the one I have right now, it's not, I can't run it through it because it's too long. So that's one I will follow up on. We're going to talk about this stupid thing that frustrated me. This is basically a button or a snap. Wasn't quite sure what I was getting. What I was trying to get was one of those grommet tools, which it is, but it is more for replacing snaps. And that's what it came with, is snaps. So like a button-up shirt or a snap-up shirt, if you need to replace the snaps, that's basically what this is and what are the pieces that you get. Then I also bought another packet that is these grommets. And it has these with these little pieces. Here we go with the hand cramp, wrist cramp. There's the way that the tool is set up is that this piece goes in this end because it has the hole. And then the flat side is for that side. I manage. Oh, I can't turn my wrist that way. Oof. What am I getting, arthritis or what? Excuse me. So sorry. I did put together one of the snaps. See, there's the snap. It's one side, and this is the other side of the snap, which would be what that snap would go into, is that hole. And this would be the other side of the material. I didn't do that side. So that would go inside, male side into the female side. And that's what I ended up with. Have no use for these. But where is it? What's this name? I tried doing the grommet ones. I got one of them, and then I went to go do it again to do it on actually a cardstock, and could not get it to squeeze together. I was so frustrated, I gave up. Because I was trying to do it onto this piece. Sadly, this is the 6mm hole. It said something like, I forgot what the measurements said on the package of these. I think I threw it out. Darn it, I wasn't planning on throwing that one out. But the 3mm hole, it will not work. It's too big. So I don't know if I'm still on a mission to find grommets that fit that. But I couldn't get it to where it happened with the paper. And that could have easily been user error. There's another tool that I had, and I don't know what I did with it. Oh my god, my wrist is really cramping up. That I use for scrapbooking, and I didn't like that style because you needed to have a surface that was very hard but that couldn't break. And you basically, it was a stick type tool and you banged on it, and it would force the grommet into to crush down. I didn't want that type, and they have those kind. I didn't want that kind because finding something. I mean, I used a phone book one time, and it went through probably 20 plus pages in the phone book through the cover. So I was trying to avoid that style, and I was trying to get a squeezed kind. So this is still up in the air. It's a half fail so far. It's not 100% fail yet, but it is not what my intent was, and maybe I just need more practice with it. But I was kind of disappointed on that. It was hard to tell by the description, and it just may be that I don't have the knowledge is why I had such a hard time trying to figure out what went with that tool. Um, but it did work for the grommet. I just need to work on that and then try to find the grommet smaller. And I'm not sure if they're out there. Actually, I do have some. Ooh, I forgot I had some for my scrapbooking stuff to see if that tool would work. It's kind of hard because it doesn't stay in those little pockets very easy. So it's not as simple. But I will update you the more I understand and learn about that. So then I got these paper packets, and there's more than one color. I just can't remember what. There's like 5 or 6 sets, I think. I just picked the blue and the pink. Surprise! I pretty much picked the same color combinations, but it came with some string. It came with a tag. I don't see a tag anywhere else, which is kind of odd that you get one tag. Well, I really need to stop looking on my phone when it comes to pouches like this because literally one tag, that's cheap. It comes with some stickers, which I think they are probably washi. They kind of look washi. Oh, this is a thick bag. Goodness. I'll have to save that bag. Okay. This is, oh, there's 2 of them. I guess you get 2 of each. Yeah, yeah, they're washi. But they're on an acetate, so would that be PET? I don't know the difference. But it's see-through like a washi, but it's on an acetate sheet. Now there's some purples and some dark teals, purple, blue, dark teal. I like that teal. And blue. Maybe we're gonna go off to the side because those are gonna get put away. I can't get over one tag. Then you get 2 pages this size. 4 of these this size. And then you get some thick cards too. These can be card fronts. And then some paper, super thin paper. 3 of those. Then you get some printed vellum. Which I don't know if you can see these. This looks like chili peppers. That's a certain flower though. Or it's grapes. It looks like this. In an envelope. So there's some more flowers. Very detailed. Vellum. More flowers on that vellum. And then you get some paper. And there's one of those. One of those. Oh, a big piece. And this is super thin paper. And a big one of these. So this is a different set I've not seen. Interesting for sure. Don't know if I would purchase this again. It's not much. Let's see what the pink one looks like. On my phone, it looked really pretty. And again, one tag. So weird. It's like brown roses. Now let's take a quick look at the stickers. Can't get over how thick that baggie is. And some tulips. Lots of pinks in this one. And you get 3 papers. Oh, sorry, 4. Which is weird because there's 3 the same and then 1. It was kind of like a throwaway set. 2 cards. Let's see. This is paper. 3 of those. Let's see what the vellum looks like. Some fern leaves and flowers. I don't even know if you can see this. I don't even know if you care at this point because I'm kind of disappointed in these sets. I forget what kind of flowers those are. Very hard to see that one. And this is a weird rose one. And an envelope. Nice envelope. And then here's the paper. Oh, that's cute. Oh, it's a big one too. These are cute. I just have to remember this. Easter time. And then large butterflies and flowers. These will make cute Easter cards. Not impressed with this set either. I mean, it's pretty. It's just probably paid too much for it too. And then let's see. We got these. I believe they're stickers. Let's say on here, 128 by 82 millimeters. 10. So yeah, there's 20, so there's 10 images, and you get 2 of each. This is a thick Thick baggy too. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Vellum envelope. That's a pretty envelope too. I've not seen these, so we are seeing these together. You just put a piece of paper inside this and put this and use this on your junk journal. Just attach it like that so that you can't see the print on the back. Alright, probably need a color sheet for this. Because, yep, that's going to blend right in. Alright, give me a quick second. Alright, so, okay, this is not the color I ordered. I ordered the blue, pretty sure. And this is pink, so I grabbed a pink piece of paper because I did not order pink, I ordered blue, so I think they sent me the wrong one. I know I ordered the blue one. So it's like, that's vellum. This is a sticker. This is a sticker. It's lace with flowers in it. Hope you can see that. I can't even tell you. It's a piece of vellum with flowers on it. And here's another lace sticker. Another piece of vellum. This way. Very delicate looking. It's almost like it's got flowers imprinted and then they stamp the lace over the top. Yeah, looks like they have the image and then the lace was stamped over the top. Piece of vellum. Very delicate and dainty, but I'm a little ticked off because I know I ordered one. Now the sticker, acetate, whatever you call it. Another piece of vellum. There's a sticker. Another piece of vellum, different shape. And here's another vellum. Looks pretty. It's just not the right colors. I ordered blue flowers. There's a sticker. And we got two sticking together. Slippery little sucker. There's a sticker. I wonder how it's going to be to get these peeled off. Another piece of vellum. There's a sticker. A vellum. Goodness, these vellum and stickers like to stick together. There's a sticker. And another piece of vellum. Curious as to how these, it's a whole sheet of how it was cut, and that's what it feels like. Well, I'm feeling it peel up a minute. Put it on me. Oh, I can see it. There we go. Yeah, it's a whole sheet. Um, I can use them. I'm just disappointed because it's the wrong color. So we're gonna have to notify them that they sent me the wrong one. It's a cute set. Just found it's the wrong colors. Anyways, my intent was for my blue junk journal. definitely delicate, very dainty and pretty. And I like how it comes packaged. But from color, and at first didn't even realize it. Ugh. Okay, so this is going to be a doozy. This is a binder book. The pages are 130 millimeters by 182 millimeters, and there's 50 pages. And I think I seen Nicole from Nicole's Happy Place all one day before yesterday. Same scenario. They are stickers. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to have to buy a sticker for a really long time. Yeah, except you have to fussy cut because it's sheets. And if I can get this separated, there's no perforation lines. And I think they are washi. It is. See that? Mark. When she hauled hers, and this was supposed to actually come on Thursday, and it came on Wednesday, and I thought, oh no, I think I bought one of those books, and there's a whole lot of fussy cutting. However, I'm I think I'm okay with that because I like the images, the coloring, the quantity. There's some misprints in here, big time. Like, let's see. The print is not even finished right there. Um, it goes English to like that word split up, and it's not supposed to be split up like that. And let's see. I think it was in the front where I noticed there was like missing a letter in the beginning of something. So like the phrases are there's a lot of phrases that are junk. Um, don't know where it is now. I don't know where it is now. But when I started to flip through it, and I was like, well, where's the rest of that letter? Yeah, missing a letter. So like reading this, the T's look like L's. They're barely got the lines going across them to point out the T's. So like the wording is not very good as far as the small fonts. Oops. But I'm liking. Um, I'm liking the images for junk journaling. I am sure that they could be used in cards, but you can always mount these, or actually, you could actually just cut them off and keep the paper on the back. You can also do that too. You can peel them up, stick them on cardstock because they're washi, so it's not. And I haven't even looked fully. I just looked at the first couple of pages. So I mean the amount of stickers that you got per page is pretty good too. I mean, I think it was like 6 and some change for this book. I like that it's a binder. And I'm pretty sure they have other colors. Like, pretty sure there was one that was traditional junk journal ones. There was a few, I'm sure. I mean, like, the options are there for these books. Then you don't have to buy another sticker again. And that was what my thought process was, is like, then I'm done buying stickers.